So I made a video a while back, and somebody that was ignorant commented on it, saying that if I had sarcoidosis, couldn't be walking like I do, couldn't be talking like I do. For one, sarcoidosis doesn't just affect the lungs, so that shows how ignorant you are. And second of all, I had it in my eyes from 2015 to 2024. I've had it in my lungs. My lungs, CAT scans to prove that my lungs recovered from top to bottom since April 2016 to November 2018. And I have it in my liver August 2019 to this present year, 2024. And I still have it active in my liver. For one, they do a biopsy. First, they do a CAT scan, an X-ray, an MRI, and then if they see something, they use the dye. And then they set you up with a specialist, and then have a surgery done to do biopsies. I've had my eye, I actually seen an eye specialist. He numbed it, and he did take a piece from my eye, and it came back sarcoidosis. And with my lungs, they ended up doing a CAT scan with the dye, and they were like 99% sure that it's sarcoidosis, 1% chance it could be cancer. So they sent me in to speak to a pulmonologist, which is a lung doctor or lung specialist. And he set me up for biopsy because his partner had to do it because he couldn't, because he's in the military. And they took 2 pieces off of each lung, and guess what? Came back sarcoidosis. My gastrologist was the one that found it in my liver. He kept doing lab work, and it came back I had fatty liver. He couldn't figure out what was going on because I'm not a drinker. And he ended up doing tests, and also found out that my gallbladder was filled with stones. And so he referred me to a surgeon, amazing surgeon, and he found out I also had a hernia in my belly button. So during the surgery to remove my gallbladder, he fixed the hernia in my belly button, plus did a biopsy of my liver. And that same day, I went home. And the biopsy came back August 2019. It was sarcoidosis. And I still have it in my liver. Finally have amazing specialists now. I have a different lung specialist, and him and his partner are amazing. They're looking for a liver specialist that understands rare diseases and sarcoidosis to refer me to. And I go see my lung specialist at the end of next month. And then they're hoping by then they'll have a specialist in mind for me to go see. Because even though my lab work's coming back normal now, doesn't mean that the sarcoidosis still wasn't active in my liver. And I also found a really good eye specialist this year as well. And he's the one that found out the sarcoidosis in my eyes went into remission. But my cataracts is still active, of course. And I see my actual eye specialist. I went and seen him and got glasses this year. And I see him in 6 months to so he can recheck the cataracts in my eyes. And insurance doesn't really pay for that anymore, so I have to make sure I have money when I go see him. No one can self-diagnose themselves with sarcoidosis or lupus. Doctors and specialists have to do a biopsy to verify. You can't just wake up one day, what do I feel like? I know, having sarcoidosis or lupus. I want to have a rare, incurable, life-threatening, suffering everyday disease. That sounds like it would be wonderful. Yeah, no. You can't self-diagnose. Stupid and ignorant. It's people like that that don't understand this illness. And a lot of us, when you look at us, we look healthy. There's nothing wrong with us. But we're far from being healthy. We're extremely exhausted every day. It's hard to get anything done. It's hard to do anything. And you're constantly in pain. Some days are worse than others. And my oldest son's around me a lot, so I can't hide when I'm feeling extremely crappy. And he'll jump in if I'm cooking. He'll finish cooking for me. Cleaning, whatever. He helps me a lot. You don't see a lot of doctors and specialists and get lab work done every 3 months. There's nothing wrong with you. And before, I was getting lab done every month. Then it switched every 2 months to every 3 months. You can't just wake up one day and be like, I'm bored. What to do? I know. See doctors and specialists. While I'm there, might as well get lab work done too. It doesn't work that way. Same with being diagnosed with sarcoidosis. It doesn't work that way. Doctors and specialists do biopsies and verify. Because sarcoidosis does mimic other illnesses. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. It does mimic other illnesses. And that's why they do a biopsy to verify. Sarcoidosis is an inflammatory disease, and it does the organs, well, wherever it attacks, it does do a lot of damage. I still have trouble breathing. I'm still extremely exhausted. And my lung specialist had CAT scans done, and my lungs are covered from top to bottom. They're the ones that told me this. They're the ones that also requested a heart ultrasound done. For the simple fact, that way, because my heart specialist wanted one done last year. And I didn't want to do it with a dye. So I didn't want to ruin my kidneys even more. So I didn't get it done. So they figured ultrasound and then go from there. But my heart specialist still wants the MRI done with the dye. I see him next month. So I'm going to bring up, if he still wants it done, to put in my order to get the solution through it. Otherwise I'm not doing it, because I don't want to have my kidneys damaged. But yes, you have to be diagnosed. You can't just go and see doctors and specialists for no reason, or lab work done. For them to do lab work often, and doctors do, that means there's something they're looking for and checking to make sure stuff doesn't get worse. For me, my doctor does lab work so often because, and the lung specialist even said she should, for the simple fact she's checking my thyroid, she's also checking my kidneys, she's also checking my liver, so she's checking a lot of things, and to make sure nothing's getting worse or keeping track of it. And if you don't have a lot of doctors and specialist appointments and lab work done, good for you. That means there's not that much wrong with you. But on the other hand, I have a lot wrong with me. And what I was saying about sarcoidosis too, just besides that, everywhere it attacks, it damages. It attacks all organs, muscles, nerve systems, bones, and skins. It's not something people want, and there's no cure. There's treatment, yes, but the treatment also causes even more health issues. I was put on prednisone. I gained over 100 pounds in less than a month. 132 I weighed, and I went all the way to 250 pounds in less than a month. And I have cataracts now in my eyes and osteoporosis. Nobody wants this illness, and you can't self-diagnose yourself with anything. Much love, you guys.